Hello everyone, this is a video for the Barney Rubble Syndicate. Well guys, we took Barney out to the Fairhill Horse Trials again. This is a great event not far from where we live. It's about half an hour's drive from the farm at Windura. And Barney was in the open prelim, which is starting to get, I'm glad to say, it's starting to get nice and boring for us. He felt really good in all three phases this weekend, and I wanted to do this event because my sort of main sort of spring goal for Barney was to do the 2-star long 3-day event at Bromont, which is in 3 weeks' time up in Montreal. And this will be Barney's final outing at the 2-star level. After Bromont, it's time to move him up to intermediate and 3-star and push on with his career at the upper levels. But going back to this weekend, Barney was great. He was the very first horse to do dressage on Saturday morning. And the one thing I hate about prelim is with this big moving horse, you're in the smaller dressage ring, which is you always feel like you're stopping and starting and turning and whatnot. And Barney still produced, I think, one of his best ever tests. It was a few moments of spookiness. From memory, I think he has a bit of a spook at the next corner. Saying that, we got a good score. There we go. We got a good score, but obviously there was a couple little mistakes like that. So the biggest reason for doing these events really is to school him around the cross-country course. To be perfectly honest, the show jumping course at Fairhill is terrible. It's in the grass on the side of a hill, and it's hard to get the horses jumping well. But the cross country, which is the most important part for Barney at the moment, it's a really nice, undulating, long course with big jumps and forward distances, and it's perfect for Barney because for him to move up to the 3-star level, he's got to stop jumping so high and start jumping across his fences. And unfortunately, we were pretty busy with a few horses competing at Fairhill, so we didn't get any of the cross-country footage, but he gave me a great round. The ground wasn't perfect. We haven't had rain for about 10 days, so and Barney was a bit fired up at the beginning of the course, so I just sort of cruised around the first sort of third of the course, and once he sort of settled in, then I opened him up. But I incurred a lot of time penalties, half because I think it's good training for Barney not to go flat tanger, and secondly, the ground was rock hard, and there's no trophies or prize money or blankets at the Fairhill Horse Trials. So yeah, in 3 weeks' time, we're heading up to Bromont. This will be a very competitive event. I also think that Barney should win it. He will go close to winning it. There'll be a couple of good horses in there, but he's been at this level now for the last, 9 months, and he's starting to get seasoned and mature at the level. And so I think this will probably be his last finale at the prelim 2-star level, and then we'll crack on to intermediate and 3-star. He trotted up well this morning, so he's good and healthy and sound after this competition. And I think we're in really good shape to be very competitive at Bromont. Like I said, this is the show jumping ring. Now, the frustrating thing with Fairhill is not far from here, those beautiful rings that they use for the 3-day event, and for some reason we can't use them. We're racing around on this sort of small bit of grass course. But by saying that, Barney jumped well. He show jumped clear, and because it was a smaller ring, we were sort of stopping and starting and turning left and right. Andy was a bit fired up because he could hear the loudspeaker for the cross country, but he's such a good jumper that we got a clear round, no problem. I think leading up to Bromont, I'm going to take him show jumping up at Saugerties, up in New York, meet my jumping trainer Peter Wild up there, and then I'll also got Bettina Hoy coming to the farm to coach the Bromont horses and the Lemullin horses. So we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up with Bromont and Lemullin 5-star very close to each other. It's an exciting time for us because we've got a lot of great horses at the moment. So I love these premier events. This is actually a video of Peter Wild helping me jump him a week or so ago. I never got around to sending you the video, so I thought it'd be good to show you a little bit of Barney's training at home, and he's such a good show jumper. I mean, the biggest thing is trying to get him settled and relaxed, and as you can see there, he jumps the moon. And I have to say, overall, he is getting more and more rideable. If you remember sort of this time last year, he's trying to throw me off after the jumps, and I mean, he's still a little bit frisky and wild and puts his head up, but it is getting better. I think after Bromont sort of be in the middle of summer in July, so my guess is we should give Barney 3 weeks off while it gets really, really hot and brutal, and rest him up, and then sort of start making an attack on the intermediate 3-star level. Thanks for all your support, guys, and if anyone wants to come up to Bromont, it's a fantastic event.